Gabriel Chajnik, and I'm the director of the Axelrod Contemporary Ballet Theater. And I'm here with a master of Bharatanatyam dance, classical Indian dance, and Sudha Shekhar Devulapalli, and the beautiful students of Kalanjali School. And we're here because we are just right after the second show. We're so excited. This is a very special performance in which two cultures are merging together. And Sudha, would you speak a little bit about it?
Thank you, Gabriel, for giving Kalanjali School of Dance, the students of Kalanjali, and me the opportunity to be a part of this awesome collaboration. Jungle Book is a very, very Indian story, and I really appreciate your vision of how you wanted to amalgamate two styles of dancing from two different cultures to narrate a simple story like Jungle Book. And it has been very unique, and I'm very, very proud that each of my students has had the opportunity to be the Sutradhara or the narrator as described in the Natya Shastra. That is very, very crucial for narrating each scene of a dance drama, or in your language, a dance ballet.
And it's so wonderful because when Sudha ji taught me about the Sutradharas, and they are the thread weavers, the narrators that in Sanskrit theater narrate the stories before the action happens. So this is really the combination of very ancient concept brought into the 21st century, and you cannot miss it. This is a very special, very spiritual event. And I want you to talk a little bit about the costumes.
Yes, I will. And before that, I would also thank you for regarding our sentiment that any cultural or any auspicious event for us Indians, especially the Hindus, it always commences with a prayer to Lord Ganesha. And you incorporating that Ganesha Stuti in the beginning was indeed very humbling. And after that, when I had told you about how the tribe, the village people, pray mostly to the goddess Durga, the Devi, you incorporating that Durga Stuti also is really shows how beautifully you have embraced and accepted these little things that mean a lot to an Indian dance production.
And although I wasn't born in India, I was born in Argentina, I hold a special place in my heart for India, and I have many friends, and I have a wonderful teacher from India, and I love the mythologies and the stories of India that are really that come from over 10,000 years ago, and have been passed on from generation to generation. And as we teachers of dance pass on, maybe we have some wonderful teachers here in this group. And can you talk a little bit about them?
So all these 12 girls who are here, they are handpicked by me for these events, for this production. They all are. They've had more than 5 to 6 years of dance training in Bharatanatyam. Some of them are part of the staff for Kalanjali. They teach some of the classes that I don't even sometimes get time to look at, but they can only qualify if they are getting ready for their dance graduation Arangetram, or if they have a diploma in Bharatanatyam, or they have both. And some of them, especially, they have a diploma as well as and they're getting ready for their Arangetrams. And the senior teacher, of course, Mahika, she has done her Arangetram. She's a Rutgers student, very qualified, and she comes and oversees all the junior programs. Now, they have put in a lot of time, because it for us, unlike where you have solos coming and doing on the stage, here we are trying to coordinate 12 students, and they keep on changing their formations. If people come and watch the dance, they'll see they'll be in a V, then they'll become an inverted V, then they move on to semicircles. Lot of geometric patterns they draw on the stage through their dancing. For that, they have to be in unison, lot of focus, lot of discipline, hours of practice together. And every time they try to outdo themselves, for which I'm very proud of them. Now, the beauty of these geometric patterns is even more highlighted because they all wear the same costume, if you notice. Of course, this is a Ras costume. You may want to post our pictures, that is...
We will post more pictures.
In that, we have the typical traditional Indian classical dance costume, which is a little bit modified also, suiting to the dance. To first of all, to do the makeup, it takes them almost 1 hour. Because there's so much of pancake, then they make the eyes big. Because Bharatanatyam is all about expressing one's emotion. You need those eyes, those beautifully done eyes to express your soul. And that's why the narrators look so beautiful when they come on stage. They open their eyes wide and they express each character. Then coming to the jewelry. The jewelry is not available in America. We have to order it from India, and everything has to be secured very well. They need a headset, earrings, necklace. Even one of these audience person came and asked them about the 3 nose ring and said, "Does it pain?" They said, "No, it is uncomfortable. Yet we perform with it." Then the jewelry, very intense it is, and then the whole costume. And because of the constant moving in the geometric patterns, using various adavus, those are units of rhythm passages, the mothers are so proficient in the way they dress these girls up. There's not a pin or any part of the jewelry.
Nothing can fall on the ground while you're dancing.
So the back players are the mothers who dress them up.
Bravo for the moms.
So for me, that's a very crucial a necessity for me. Where we have these moms who also believe in that perfection to dress them up. And then of course, because you blended all the styles, we brought in the folk style of India, also the folk dance style, and that is the Ras that they do to celebrate the wedding in the end. And as you see, these are all exported from Gujarat, from Western India. And some of the girls helped me choreograph this piece, like Kavya, Kaya, Jia, all these girls, they helped with the choreography because they are typically from that part of the country. So, and you have the sticks and everything. Again, there you gave only 5 minutes for each costume change. So we had a whole crew working on them, and look and how pretty they are. So Indian dance is all not only about the choreography, the execution, the way they do, but the costumes also highlight the beauty of the dancing.
And I'm Sudha, that's beautiful, and I'm overwhelmed with emotion just because there's so much beauty on stage. And let's talk a little bit about the music you brought in 2 incredible composers. Pramat and Praveen. Can you talk a little bit about the music?
Yeah, Praveen D. Rao is a very, very, very famous, he's a master in these kind of production music. He has given these music compositions to many, many gurus all over the world, whether they are from the Western dance or it is from the Indian classical dance, or be it folk or be it even like any small, even a Spanish production, anything, you have to tell him he's a genius.
Yes.
And then Pramat has a studio where this music was recorded.
In Bangalore, India.
And Pramat is our Kalanjali's percussionist. Every year he comes for these girls' arangetrams and he plays the rhythm pads or the mridangam. But this time he did the entire percussion for this channel.
When Sudha ji said, Gabriel, and we were talking, a few months ago when we were thinking about doing this again, and I said, I think that we should really change the music. And so she says, we have to bring Pramat and Praveen. And I said, yes, let's do it. And I went to one of the arangetams that Sudha does with her students. And arangetams are the concerts, the graduation concerts, what we call it in our culture. And the music was just incredible. And when you come to this performance, whether you are a classical music lover or you like world music, this is the show for you. This is rich in music. But Sudha ji, I'm just so grateful we are also
And the
grateful to
music
you.
was extremely challenging.
Extremely challenging.
Choreograph and for them also, but I really, to my students who bore me with so much patience, because every step was little getting challenging.
is.
They would wait till I would figure it out, and then they would also, start
This whole production is original. So we used the Rudyard Kipling two of the 7 stories of Jungle Book, but we wrote a brand new ballet libretto, and all the dancers, whether they are the classical Indian dances, and we fuse ballet and modern and contemporary and hip hop dances. Everything is original. So,
but that said, I have to give credit to your dancers. I'm sure my students would have found it a challenge to wear those headgears and do those ballet moves, those contemporary dances. I was seeing each one was on the toe, and the way they were twirling in sync with the Indian music. I'm sure they would have never performed to Indian music. And
my teacher will say, dance is hard. Dance is complex, but the love that everybody has poured into this production, and just somebody, we just had almost a full house, and somebody said, Gabriel, this was a spiritual experience, and that's what you're really gonna. I can't wait for all of you on the other side to be able to come and see it. Tickets, if you go to Axelrod Arts Center.com, you'll be able to get tickets. And we are here at the Axelrod Performing Arts Center in Deal, New Jersey. Next weekend, Friday, what day is Friday? The 9th,
11th.
Thank you very much, and the 10th and the 11th, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
thank you. Take care.